Moving on.
Cool.
That was my number 5. Have you said, what do you
So
got?
I have not given my number 5 yet.
Number 5 worst. What do you got?
Black tickets.
George and I have 23 grandkids. We know what it's like to worry. Call them.
Well, actually, folks, Miranda and I have just eloped. And our parents don't really know about it right now, so I don't think that's such a good idea. Well, I'm sure you understand. I mean, who wants to be a big fish in a small pond, right?
You two disgust me.
This is the Brad Pitt episode.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
This episode sucks.
Yep.
It's not on mine, but it's crap.
Yeah, and I don't really have it doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's so convoluted.
like, I don't
this is one of
understand.
those episodes that this is also one of the episodes where the A plot and B plot directly connect, but it's one of those ones similar to The End of the World where the B plot, they kind of just accept the ending of the A plot where it's like, yeah, that happened. Oh, well, moving on.
Yep.
Like, because that A plot ends. So, spoiler, Brad Pitt is in an episode of Freddy's Nightmares.
And not just
Let
as
that
like a
sink in.
Not just a bit part.
Main character
Yep.
in the A plot, not in the B plot. Go ahead. Do you want to try to summarize this?
So Brad Pitt and his girlfriend, they've run away from home.
Yes. They're like teenage lover runaways.
Right. And they don't really say why, but they start to realize that life is going to be difficult.
Right. That's supposed to be the lesson. But life's real difficult when you're in Freddy's Nightmares and everyone's just needlessly evil that you run into for absolutely no reason.
They run into this old car. So I guess, I can't remember. Does their car break down or something?
It's like they're on the run and their car breaks down and then they meet and then they call for a tow truck and then I can't remember exactly what happens with the tow truck. Basically what happens, the whole plot, the A plot is a series of events where Brad Pitt and his girlfriend go to a place and then, or get into a situation, and then everyone is just needlessly weird and evil for no reason.
Brad Pitt gets hit by a car.
He gets hit by the old couple, I believe. Yeah, I think.
But like, he gets hit pretty hard, but then for the rest of the episode, he's just kind of like...
no, he just like shakes it off.
They don't even really reference it again.
Rick, what's that noise? We have to get to a hospital.
I got hit crossing the road.
Oh, you're lucky, son. Could have been a lot worse.
We'd be happy to help you kids out. But first, you call your parents.
And then they like stay at a motel, and the motel people are like these weird, evil people, and
they try to call.
It's a convoluted fucking mess.
She calls her parents, but her parents are like, "Well, you got yourself into this mess." Instead of the way that parents would probably be like, "Okay, our child has realized they've made a big mistake. Let's go and get them."
Right.
No. So like
it's a mess.
I don't have anything completely.
It also does the loop around ending.
Yeah.
Do you remember this? Because it's like, I think, it's that they see themselves driving by themselves.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's got like a wraparound ending.
Yep.
It's dumb. The A plot is a fucking mess. The B plot is not as convoluted. It's the A plot is a fucking mess though. Yeah.
I mean, the B plot is a little better.
So, so the ending of the A plot is they get stuck in some town or something, and they're basically just like, so it time skips ahead.
It's like a cave in a town.
And now that now they've made their peace, and they're just like playing housemaker, and Brad Pitt's just like a cop or something. He like has a job. He's like a security guard. He like has a job, and then like his wife has a job, or his fiance or whatever, she gets a job at like an office, and then she gets pregnant. And that's the whole theme of the episode is that like she has to hide her pregnancy because you can't have it all. You can't be a homemaker. You can't be a mother and have a career. That's the theme of the episode. And it's done with as much tact and gracefulness as Freddy's Nightmares would, has to offer.
Oh, Miranda, I tried to call you. What's going on? Who's she?
Like I said, motherhood and your job are incompatible.
You've given her my job?
The law requires that I offer you maternity leave.
But it'll never be the same. You'll put her on the fast track.
You're the one that chose to skid off that track, Miranda. You're the one that chose to kiss her hopes and dreams goodbye.
In that it is bonking you over the head and it's just crap. Yeah, silly.
Yeah. So this one hits my list just because it just makes no sense.
It's just convoluted.
Yeah.
It's so hard to follow. It's just scenes happening.
Right.
You never know when anybody, especially that A plot, it is maybe the most confusing of all of the Freddy's Nightmares episodes. And that's saying something.
I made a note, like, if their goal was to try to simulate what a dream actually feels like, if you were watching it, then they succeeded.
Yeah, because it's like, first they get into an accident, and then they're at a telephone booth, and then they're talking to a weird old couple, and then now they're in a motel.
And the old couple's giving them a hard time.
And then something happens in the motel, too. I don't even remember how that ended. I don't remember. It's a
like,
mess. It's a mess.
Snakes in the bed.
Yes.
And there's
one of them
piranhas
gets
in the
locked, and then
jacuzzi.
she gets locked in the jacuzzi.
Yep, that's in the B plot.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah.
Crap. It's a fucking clusterfuck mess. Yeah.
It's just the best. I think the biggest criticism I could say is just a waste of your time.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. There's nothing to latch onto. All the characters are nothing.
Yep.
To Brad Pitt's credit, he's actually trying.
Is this where you wanted to spend the first night of our honeymoon?
Yes, Miranda, you have won a wedding night. A no expense paid holiday to that exotic, fog, and cold capital of the world, Springwood.
Let's hope there's a phone booth up the road.
Like you can see, he's not
that
bad.
hurts. It hurts it though because
he's trying.
You
to
can
act.
see that he's going to have a future.
Yeah.
You know, he's a pretty boy, but he stands out like a sore thumb.
It's so funny seeing Brad Pitt deliver this shit material and like have to work with it. Oh, I love it. This should be on. Like, why are people not mentioning this? That he did this? Because I didn't know this. This was a thing I discovered. You know, like people should be talking about this.
Right.
Someone post this. I will upload for free the clips of Brad Pitt in Freddy's Nightmares, and then I want everyone to just spread it like wildfire. So it gets back to Brad Pitt, and he was like, "Oh, come on,
so
fuck
that
off."
he has to show up on like the Tonight Show one day. They ask him about it.
They're like, "Hey,
so black tickets.
This is this has been blowing up, going viral on TikTok here."
I heard you were on a TV show where you hit yourself in a car that you drove and hit yourself in. Brad Pitt, we're coming for you.
Yeah, that's the theme.
Seriously though, Brad Pitt, I'm sorry you had to do this. But
he sings.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do. I didn't. I haven't known. I hadn't gotten to that yet.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, I'm interrupting.
No. That's
any other pros or cons
this
you want to talk
episode's
about?
all over the place, so there is no.
Yeah.
You talk about whatever you want at any time.
So in the B plot, at one point, Brad Pitt sings a song. He's in a chorus.
Rock-a-bye, baby, you're in great distress.
Come on.
Exhaustion and boredom, no sleep and no fun. Your life is now over. There's nowhere to run.
He sings with like 3 other people, and it's like a song about like how shitty it is to be a mom or something.
I've got a note here. In the B story, Brad Pitt's girlfriend thinks she's pregnant and dreads it. Has nightmares of being a mom, all cooped up with no life. The whole horror of the story revolves around how much a baby ends your life, which is surprisingly horrifying. She jumps on the bed to celebrate. The cuckoo clock falls on her head, and it's Freddy. Like, do you remember that? The Freddy comes out as the bird. I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I had already given up on this episode by then.
Yeah,
but I did think that was kind of cool.
So under my favorite Freddy moments, honorable mention was the Cuckoo Clock Freddy clip. Yeah, that's actually, I don't think it's in the episode. I believe it's the, you know how they would do those commercial break?
The bumpers.
The bumpers? Yeah, it's one of the bumpers. Yeah. The bumper is like, it shows the cuckoo clock and it comes out and then Freddy's head is like the cuckoo clock and he's like,
why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, and then it hits her on the head. She suffers a brain injury and then becomes a child. She reverts to being a child.
Right, that's the twist ending. Is like Brad Pitt's like, now I got to take care of this woman who is a child. Yeah. Cool.
Shitty.
Yeah, cool. Can I move on? Can
that's
we go
number
to mine?
5 for me.
Okay.